One of the important functions of finance manager is assessing the financial viability of investment or projects. Functional managers like production, marketing, R&D managers submit project proposals that require initial investment. These investments generate a series of cash inflows over a period of time. The initial cash outflow and series of cash inflows hold good for both investment in real project as well as financial instrument. For example, if you invest 100,000 to buy a 10-year bond at 8%, it produces 8,000 rupees interest cash inflow every year for next 10 years and then 100,000 principal cash inflow at the end of 10 years. Similarly, if a firm invests rupees 100 million in setting up a plant to produce an automobile component, the project would generate cash inflow for the next 10 to 15 years. It is important to assess the financial viability of the projects before accepting the project. A typical project life cycle is identification of a project, technical feasibility, commercial feasibility, financial feasibility, project implementation, and project post-audit analysis. In the first stage, managers from different functions identify projects that they want to undertake in the departments. These projects could be a replacement of an existing equipment or adding a new equipment to improve the productivity of the units or sending their employees for training or introducing a new products. Managers would normally be busy around the budget time in identification of the project and submit them to the budget committee. These projects are included in the capital budgeting and assessed as a part of budgeting exercise. Finance department of most organizations would disallow any new project which are not approved in the budget unless the project is critical in nature. Once the sponsor of a project identifies the project, she or he will collect technical data related to the project and assess technical feasibility. For example, if a manufacturer of chemical wants to manufacture mosquito coil or a mat, the first thing to be checked is whether the company has technical capability to produce the product. If it does not have internal technical capability, then it should look for consultant or technical collaborators who can help them in executing the project. Once the technical feasibility is established, the project sponsor should check whether there is adequate demand for the product. The process of assessing the demand at different price point is called commercial feasibility. If the project is replacing existing equipment, there is no need for detailed technical or commercial viability studies. It is adequate to collect basic technical features of the equipment and its compatibility with other equipment. Using information collected during the technical feasibility and commercial feasibility, the project sponsor or finance department prepares cash flow projection and assess the financial feasibility. The question answered at this stage is whether the project generates adequate return more than the cost at which we undertake the project. Once the project is financially viable and adequate funds are available to take up the project gets approval and the sponsors start implementing the project. The progress of the project is continuously monitored to ensure that there is no cost or time overrun. Most projects fail mainly due to substantial escalation in the project cost, which is partially on account of time delay or underestimation of the project cost. In the entire project life cycle, project execution is the most critical stage. After few years of execution of the project and once the cash flows start flowing from the project, a detailed post-audit project note is prepared. The purpose of this audit is to learn from past experience of project preparation and execution, and such experience will be useful in taking up future projects.